You know when you're in a match and there's someone that moves extremely well and you don't really know how to deal with the person. In fact, it's one of the hardest players to play against is someone that moves well. When you see someone shooting with a Phantom or a Vandal and they are moving non-stop, like I am right now, but the bullets are going straight. You can see that I missed 3 bullets and I didn't stop moving for a second. You can see in the keyboard, I didn't took my finger out of the key for 1 second. How can you do that? And is it possible with the Vandal? Oh, let's check it out. With the Vandal is way harder because it's more punishing. But if you get the timing of it, it's possible. And you don't need more than 8 to 10 bullets like I just did to kill someone. So how can you adapt versus someone that moves extremely well and shoots like this? When you guys see my highlights, you guys always tell me, yo, the players cannot teach you. Are you playing versus bots? Who are you playing this? Guys, I got rated many times, live stream.
VCT Masters winner.
Enemy kill.
And that's how our boy Noted got radiant again.
That's the radiant boy. That's the radiant boy. That was the number 2 in Brazil. Good fight. He's a good player.
You guys to understand is that if I can do it, you guys can do it. I'm gonna do my best to help you guys out. Understand once and for all how to mirror the player that you're playing against. The act of mirroring is one thing that I've learned when I used to play Apex Legends professionally. And I will explain everything from beginning to end for you guys now. And it's gonna make it so clear that it's gonna be impossible not to learn. What is mirroring? The act of mirroring is basically whenever the bot moves to the left, I'm moving to the left. Right, left, right. Why am I doing this? If a certain object is moving to the left, and the best way to show you guys this is right over here. If this object is moving to the right and I move my mouse to the right, is one thing. If the object is moving to the left and I move to the left, I don't even need to compensate. The aim is already the target. So when you understand mirroring and how to utilize properly, you make your life much easier to aim at people. This is one of the things that people don't talk about at all. You don't find guides about this. Maybe you find one or two, but it's not super well explained. And my idea here is to explain so well how to properly use that you guys gonna start doing today and understand today. When do you know when to start moving? This is one of the main questions. Because people, what they tend to do is they copy the movements in the wrong way. The guy goes to the left, I go to the right. The guy goes to the... Even if he goes to the left and I go to the right, still kind of mirroring, but is an anti-mirror. His crosshair is going to be harder to follow me, but my crosshair also going to be harder to follow him. So there's the pros and the cons. You need to understand what situation you should use each. The best mirroring, it's medium range one-on-one. If the bot goes to the left, I'm going left, left, right. Left, right. And you gotta truly pay attention, 100% focus on the targets and follow the target. Have you ever seen a cat playing with a little toy? They do like this, they keep following, That's what you want. That's how you're gonna mirror someone. If the person is long range, kind of like that guy over there, you don't wanna mirror like this because it's gonna make his life easier. What you want is to go anti, okay? So if it's going left, you're gonna go right. Going right, you're gonna go left. You're gonna notice that people are gonna start missing shots on you all the time. This video will be a class that I'm doing for rp.gg. We're gonna announce very soon. But I decided to upload on my YouTube for you guys because first, I truly like to help the community, and second, I think there's so much value here that people don't understand. How can you practice this and how can you actually understand once and for all? And then we're gonna talk about the shooting. There's many people, the first thing they get into an aim trainer, great shots, and they start going crazy. I gotta go crazy, I gotta show off my aim, I gotta pop. Guys, this doesn't help you at all. This exercise, tire frenzy, great shot, it's whatever, it's like a warm-up. Don't do those, okay? This is my advice for you guys. There's one exercise that is a must for every single one of us. So you're gonna search mirror, close, mid-strafes, dodge, anti-mirror. It means that you're gonna go against the target. Remember, those are the 2 ones that I really want you guys to do it, okay? Now, if the target is going left, I'm going right. If I move, I earn more points, okay? There's the movement bar that you guys need to actually turn it on. Turn it on, you just gotta go to HUDs and then speed right over here. You check that, and that's it. Over here, you're not gonna focus on breaking scores. There's After the scenario, this one over here, where is it? This scenario, Ziken from Sentinels plays. So if Ziken is like the GOAT plays, why would you guys not play it? Give it a try, just a little bit. I swear to God, if you guys do those 3 scenarios every single day, there is no possibilities that you guys don't become better. It's quite literally impossible. You can be the dumbest person in the planet, me, that you can become better. Okay, I got rated many times just because of my aim, nothing else. And then later on, I understand, okay, you gotta actually play with the team. You gotta, these are talks for other video, and this is the one that you want to train the most, because this is how you're gonna actually evolve. Target starts is the same exact thing, starts, and you just follow with your aim just a little bit, but more with the movement. Okay, look at this, more with the movements. You always want to be switching when the target switches, right? It's very simple. It's been a while that I don't do this one, but it's very simple, as you guys can see. My settings and everything else is in Discord, so discord.gg/noted, just normal noted, okay? It's in the description down below. Look at this. It's changing direction and changing together. Very simple. It makes it so much easier to aim overall. It's crazy. And the more you mirror, the more points you make, right? So you always want to be mirroring the best you can. Okay, I broke my record. That's great. Look at this. It's been a while that I'm doing this and I broke my record. The record that you want over here is around 12 to 10k. This is already enough, okay, for Valorant. Once you download the settings, you just gotta change the color of the target, because I'm using gray color just to practice my vision. I already did a video on this. If you actually want to check it out, it's right over here. This is a great video. Once you've done this, you're gonna finish the session. So 5-5, and then you're gonna finish the session with the noted clicking heads. And always try to compare yourselves with Ziken, okay? If you guys are a fan of Ziken, try to compare yourselves with him. You're gonna start, and noted clicking heads, there's no movement. So remember that you were practicing your movement before, and now there's no movement. So you just gotta follow the target. But for this, you're gonna use your arm and your wrist. The arm is gonna be for following the targets, and the wrist is gonna be for micro-correcting to where the target will be. Does it make sense? Micro-correct with the wrist. Wrist, arm. Arm, wrist. Wrist. It's pretty simple, straight to the point. That's how you practice this. Sometimes you're practicing things that, okay, it's cool to practice, but some people do it wrong and it's more harmful than good. Now, after you're done with all of this, the first thing you're gonna do, you're gonna open Valorant, straight to the range. Now, the first thing you're gonna do after you finish this, you're gonna go to the range right away. And in the range, also, it's actually important to say, there's 4 spots left, only 4 spots left for my coaching sessions this month over here. Okay, we normally do 25. I'm trying to do 30 this month, but it's kind of tight. Notedfps.com is in the description. Back to what I was saying. Once you are in the range, the hardest thing you can do to actually learn, you guys will never guess. It's something dumb, but it works so much. The bot's gonna be strafing, of course. What you want is to follow your crosshair. In my case, my crosshair is in my Discord as well. You guys can check it out. Everything that you guys need, like raw Excel, crosshair sensitivity, everything is in my Discord, guys, on resources. Specifically, the bot head, like this. So you're gonna choose a bot and follow it. And what I like to do normally is, you see this little light in the center of the bot's head? I like to follow only with my fingers, so only with my movements. And I try to put my crosshair exactly on that little ball over there. So kind of like this. Try to be reactive. If the bot is moving, you gotta move. Now you're gonna ask me, yo, but what if someone is moving and then they stopped? If they are moving, this is for good players, okay? If the player is playing against you and they're moving super well and destroying you, that's why you're gonna counter them. If you're playing versus someone that doesn't really move well, you're gonna destroy them if you move well. It's simple like this. If you see the best players in VCT, they all move extremely well, specifically the duelists. Like, they know the crouch, they know to crouch when it's actually appropriate to crouch. They know how to choose the specific pathways to actually win the fights. So it's all about knowing when to do what, okay? Now, since you learn how to mirror, and now you know how to practice this, how are you gonna practice the shots? How can you actually evolve your shooting technique so you can actually strafe and shoot, so non-stop. Okay, there's a little shorts that I did where I explain why strafe matters. And again, strafe does matters a lot. Okay, and each person can have an opinion. I have my opinion. You can, oh my god, what the hell? You can have your opinion. Now in this video, I'm gonna prove to you once and for all, and for everyone out there that want to doubt me, please do this. There's a thing that I explain in one of my videos, which are the units of step. What are the units of step? Once you listen to the sound of your step, this is 1 unit. This is 1 unit. So from here to here, this is 1 unit. Cool? If you press 1 unit only and don't counter-strafe, look at this. I'm not gonna counter-strafe. You can turn it on just so you guys can listen, okay? You can see that is very precise, right? So it's yellow. Now why Counter-Strafe matters so much? If you move more than 2 units, which is pretty much every single time that you're playing the game because you gotta move around, you're gonna whiff. You're gonna miss the shot. And I'm gonna show you right now. Check it out. This is 1 unit, look. Correct, nice. Now 2 units. Guys, I'm doing exactly the same thing. Go in the range and try for yourself, okay? Now, if I do 2 units in Counter-Strafe, look what happens. Look at the yellowish slash blue. This is you countering the stopping speed. Because in every single game, every single FPS, there's the stopping speed. Whenever you are in a map, you're not like instant. It's not like, I'm stopping. It's not like this. There's a little time that you take to stop. In VALORANT is a very short time, but there is this little time, okay? Because if there's no stopping time, then the ghosting effect is even more. And Riot is already trying to address the ghosting effect that happens so much. There's people using softwares to increase their ping so they can play versus Radiant and Immortal. We're seeing this every single day. It's disgusting. The final nail in the coffin. Guys, strafe matters. Please get into the map and try it for yourself. Now, you're gonna be asking yourself, but Nori, how do you strafe, bro? How do you strafe? There's many videos, but I'm gonna explain once and for all again in this video because I really want to help you, okay? The way you strafe is the following. You're gonna press A. Once you press the opposite key, D, I'm pressing A. Once I press the opposite key, I'm gonna click. Because there is a window of opportunity that happens there. At the time that you press the opposite key, that window of opportunity open. And if you take advantage out of that window of opportunity, you're not gonna miss your shot. Again, it's extremely easy to do it with the Phantom. With the Vandal is a little more advanced. So I suggest to start with the Phantom. Put it to 50 meters over here and start. 1, 2, like this. I mean, look at this. Guys, it's extremely easy. You guys are seeing the camera live. I'm not faking anything, okay? And I'm fully moving, right? Now I'm gonna do it with the Vandal. Check it out. Look at this. I whiffed 3 shots and the rest went okay. So it's possible with both weapons. With the Vandal, it's just a little bit harder to understand and get the timing of it. Because with the Vandal, you gotta do a little bit earlier. Because it's more tight. Like Vandal is less forgiving than the Phantom. Okay? Now, once you guys understood all of this, there's one drill that can help you guys a ton. And the drill is the following. It's super simple, okay? Nothing, I'm not gonna be like, yeah, you gotta do a 360 and then you gotta jump and then you gotta do a mortal and then you gotta pray for God, and it's not gonna be like this. It's gonna be super simple. Put the bots to 100, get a Sheriff, because the Sheriff is less forgiving than the Vandal when it comes to strafing. So if you strafe well with the Sheriff, you got it, okay? With the Sheriff, look at this, 1 unit. See that? The blue lines over there? Sheriff is way less forgiving. Now what you're gonna do here? put it to the 100, and then you're gonna press A. Once you press D, you're gonna click. That's how you're gonna get the hang of it, okay? And then you're gonna remember the mirroring thing that we were training before, that we were talking in this video? Use the mirroring to, once you get to the bot, you strafe in the right time, and then you shoot. I know there's a lot of things for some people to assimilate and to understand, but if you can do it and you're a little bit more advanced, do it. If you can't, it's all good. It's baby steps. You're gonna get there. You don't need to like judge yourself or anything. It's all good. Okay. Now, like I said before, A, D. Cool. Guys, once you understand this thing, that's it. You're gonna be insane. You gotta be disciplined. You cannot just steal shots and just like, hey, I'm not gonna do the proper calculation, because to make the proper calculation, you actually need to understand when to the timing of the strafe. You know what I mean? When you understand the timing of the strafe, it's when you can strafe with the Vandal and the Phantom, no matter the situation. You're gonna be insane. Okay, and then there's many other shooting techniques that we can talk about that I talk in the RPers that we're gonna release. But guys, there are so many things. Now, to understand the last, once you understand all of this, all you gotta do is practice. Come here, put your aim where you think you're gonna strafe properly, and that's it. Look at this, easy. And you guys can see in the keyboard over here, I'm just gonna use those two fingers, like easy. That's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I truly wanted to help you guys out, and I hope I did. If I didn't and you have questions, please go to the Discord and ask me. I'm always there. And that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Much love. Peace out.